What's going on, family? Grace and peace. This is your host, Javon Blue, on the Kingdom Talks podcast, where we're going to be talking about God, business, trading, manhood, marriage, and all the real stuff that's happening out there. So listen, sit back, relax, open up your Bibles, open up your notebooks, whatever you got to do, and let's get it. Sheesh, let's go. Yo, what up? What's going on, family? Grace and peace, man. Welcome to another episode of Kingdom Talks, where we talk about some good issues, man. Well, not issues. We talk about some great topics, I would say. And, for those people that know, if this is your first time tuning in, I am your host, Javon Blue, out here in New Jersey, just chilling, man. I love doing podcasts in my car because it keep me in that mode. It keep me going, you know what I'm saying? So I'm out here. It's raining again, right? But it's winter time, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to be alive. So shout out to the listeners out there that has been consistent, man. I definitely see the views going up. So people are definitely tuning in, and I appreciate that, family. All I ask from you guys is that, just share this podcast with a friend, with a family member, with a coworker, people on the street, whatever the case may be. Anybody who need this type of these type of lessons, definitely get them on and just shoot them over the link so they can get this word as well. So guys, today gonna be a good one. And it's a talk that, we definitely need to talk about, because, majority of people that I talk to have different views of what money is, or they don't even have a view at all. They just get up every single day and just, live for something that they know nothing about. And I remember when I came to this conclusion of, why do I do what I do? And that's going to be another podcast, but what is it that I'm getting up to do every single day? Like, what is this thing that I'm chasing? And the title of this podcast is going to be, what is money? What is money? Like, what is this thing that we get depressed over? What is this thing that we take away time from our families, right? What is this thing that, we sell our souls for? What is this thing that we try so hard to just obtain? Like, we spend our entire lives to obtain it. Like, what is this thing called money, right? And throughout this podcast, I'm just going to be talking about, different points of what it is. I'm not going to really talk about what it is not, because I believe when you talk about the truth of something, right, that light overpowers the darkness of it, right? So the first thing that we're going to talk about is, like, what is money's purpose, right? And money's purpose is literally one thing. It is designed, or it was created, and I can't even say it was created for, because money is based on what's valuable at the time, far as a good exchange for something else, right? And because the dollar that we have now, family, like the paper that we have now, that right there, what you see and what you have in your pocket, right, wasn't always money. Actually, the Chinese was the first people to ever come out with paper money, right? So, we really took the concept of the Chinese and what it is that they did, and then, we had coins, right? We had coins before we had paper. So when you look at that, that was a form of currency. Gold was heavy, silver was heavy, copper was heavy. Like, it was bags of this stuff. You get what I'm saying? And I guess the Chinese just said, listen, man, we done carrying these bags. And then, first of all, it was a huge risk, right? Because you guys got to think about it. How money was, like, the money that was, when people didn't have papers, they had a lot of, I would say, silverware. Like, you had a lot of gold, you had a lot of silver, you had a lot of copper, different stuff like that. And in order for that money to travel, You have to put it on horses, and you have to have an army of men guarding that wagon going from, country to country, state to state, whatever the case may be. And it got to the point where it was like, yo, how can we make this less of a risk, right? Even though, back then they had insurance on their money, it was just like, it's still a risk to travel bags of gold and bags of silver from point A to point B, because at any time, you can get, people want to steal that thing. Still to this day, people want to steal money. But before that, let's just say I had corn. I had a whole cornfield and you had a whole cotton field, right? Well, because you have greater value over there with cotton and I have greater value over here with corn, and I need cotton so that, people of my town can be able to get, shirts and pants and different stuff like that. And you need corn so that you can feed your people. Guess what? We just did an exchange, right? Based off of how much I'm getting, how many units do I want, and such, right? And that right there was currency. That right there was money. So the purpose of money, family, is so that, and I'm gonna just make this plain and simple. It is a vehicle to get you what it is that you need. That is it. Money is a vehicle to get you what it is that you need. If you need a ride, pay me. I'll take you. If you want a house, okay, put up this amount of money and you have it. Right? So I need some people to hear me with this, because money in itself is not evil. Money is not bad either. Money does nothing to anybody. People do things with money, but money in itself is not evil. It is literally sitting there, waiting there for you to do something with it so that it can be used properly for what it was designed for. Going into my second point, money is designed to move. Right? If your money is not moving, if it is not an active thing that is a part of your life, and it just sits in the bank all day for your retirement, family, I'm here to tell you, you are going against the laws of money. Money is literally designed so that it can move into different places, move into different bank accounts. So if you're holding on to money right now, you're already going against what it is designed for. And I need you guys to understand that, because many times people like to, hold on to their money for retirement. And let me tell you, family, it makes no sense. It literally makes no sense, right? I'm just take a sip of water, family. Let's get it, right? But it makes no sense, because the truth of the matter is this, family, is that when we're talking about money and we already know what its purpose is, it's literally a tool, it's a vehicle, but it's designed to move. Why would you let it sit in somebody else's vehicle so that they can reap the benefits of it more than you do? And let me just hone in on that, because so many people are like, well, Javon, what is it that you're talking about? Does that make sense? Like, go more into that. Okay, here we go. Number one, for my people who like, yo, listen, man, I'm going to save for retirement. Like, listen, I'm just going to save my money, and then that's it. No, listen, the banks, they do not care about you, right? Listen to this carefully. They do not care about your wealth building. That's not their requirement. The only requirement is for you, right? If you so choose to set up a bank account, is to just put your money in there. Why? Because they're going to multiply that money that you give, right? So the truth of the matter is this: while you're parking your money in there trying to save it to retirement, 68, 72, whatever the retirement age is, number one, family, number one is that they're giving you less than 1%. They're giving you less than 1%. They don't even appreciate you enough to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% on your money. That means if you got $10,000 that you putting in, you're parking in, looking for it to compound, right? And they giving out less than 1%. I'm sorry, at the end of the year, you ain't even getting 1,000 back. Like, it ain't working for you that much. You get what I'm saying? So money is not designed to sit, family. Number two, another point is this. It makes no sense to keep saving it when the government keeps printing it. Guys, the Fed prints trillions of dollars. Trillion. They print it out of thin air. Anytime they get into a jam, let me just go print it. Right? Like, it don't make no sense, but yet they keep printing it. So if they keep printing this fiat money, why do you keep saving it? If they keep printing this fiat money, why do you continually say in your mind, oh man, I'm going to park my money inside this bank and I'm just going to have it, it's going to be decades and decades you put your money in there and then boom. It's like, it makes no sense. You were better off putting that into an investment. You were better off putting that into a business, starting something else, putting that money into yourself to grow up your value than to deal with their nonsense. And let me make it even more plain for you. So while they over there printing money and you're saving it, losing the whole game because you don't know what money is designed for, right? It's equivalent to this. If I was to walk up to your house every single day and I gave you a cake, strawberry cake, right? Strawberry cake, with the icing on it, the white icing. Want one right now. But if I gave you this cake, I came to your house, right? You accepted it. You're like, oh, thank you so much. And I'm like, okay. See you tomorrow. I come back the next day, 3:00, give you a fresh baked cake out of the oven. It's warm, icing on it, lit. You're like, man, I didn't even finish the other one from yesterday. Oh, but thank you so much. I come back tomorrow. After that, now we 3 days in, give you another freshly baked cake. Let me ask you, would you continue to keep the other cakes? Or would you just be happy to receive the cakes that keep on coming? This is why it makes no sense to save. Your money is equivalent to you in those 2 cakes. Yo, just throw it away or give it away. Because there's more cake coming. That's how foolish it is to keep it in there. So I need you guys to understand that money is literally designed to move. Money is a vehicle. It is not evil. It is not wicked for you to have it. It is wicked when you do not produce. You guys get what I'm saying? It is wicked when you do not use money for its purpose. Right? So I want you guys to always understand that every dollar that you get, you should put in your mind, hey, listen, I need to get this thing out of here. I need to make sure it's moving. I need to make sure, it's doing something. Right? I got The Richest Man in Babylon right here. One of my favorite books. And Arcad says in here, something real good. Oh, here you go. He says, gold is reserved for those who know its laws and abide by them. And I'm going to say this even in modern terms. Money is reserved for those who know its laws and they live by them. See, the reason why you and money are not in a good relationship right now is because you don't know its laws. Right? You have to know the laws that govern money. See, you know the laws of driving. You know the laws of being, a conscious citizen out here. Many of you probably know the laws of, certain stuff. I don't know. Could be a lawyer. Who knows? But there are laws that govern money. And if you want to obtain it in large quantities, you have to know these laws, study these laws, and live by these laws. And you may say, well, Javon, I don't need to do all that. Okay, great. Be working for it for the rest of your life. But the truth of the matter is this. There's a certain ingredient. There's a certain way that you need to govern your money so that you never, ever have to worry about it again. So what money is used for is literally used to make sure that your life is in a certain way of how you want it. Do not look at money as something that is a burden, something that is wicked, something that is evil. Look at money as, wow, this is my slave. I need to send my slave to work. Money is not your friend. And that's how people treat money. People look at money and they treat money as this pet. Oh man, I gotta protect it. I gotta groom it. Like as soon as it hits your account, oh my God, I don't even want to kick you out right now. But bro, everything that you do revolves around money. Everything. There's nothing that you don't do on the day-to-day that doesn't really require like 95% of you spending money. So if you have to spend it, it should be your job to start to understand what money is. I love the way Zig Ziglar says it. He says money isn't everything, but it ranks up there with oxygen, right? Money isn't everything, but it ranks up there with oxygen. You need it to survive. You need it to live. So I want you guys to start looking at money as, number one, a vehicle. Number two, start looking at money as something that needs to be moving on a day-to-day basis. And start looking at money as an idea. Now, what do you mean by that, Javon? Money is an idea. Every entrepreneur understands this. That money is just this idea that is in my head. And this is what I mean by that. Let's just say I decide to make some more cakes. I don't know what's with these cake things, but look, I got these cakes and I'm like, yo, I got an idea. How about I open up a bakery? So I open up this bakery. That's my idea. I got these good strawberry cakes that I make. People are going to love them. I know they are. So I'm going to open up this bakery. I'm going to sell them for $10 a pop. A whole cake. Somebody walks into the bakery. Pays me $10 for one. Boom. I'm $10 in. Right? 5 more people come in. Boom. $10. Wow, these cakes are amazing. I just made $60 off these cakes right now. Now, I would ask you, did I need money to start this huge thing? Now, I ain't talking about, starting a business and I gotta know. That ain't what I'm talking about. Did I need, or I'll even put it like this. Was money the only requirement for me to start? Or was it the idea that allowed me to generate money? Because I could have just opened up a bakery with no baking items in it. But the fact that I had an idea to make a cake, and then somebody came in and seen the idea that I did, now they're able to give me something in exchange, also known as money, for my idea. That's why Steve Jobs, when he created Apple, guess what? That was his idea. He made billions off of it. Jeff Bezos came up with Amazon. That was his an idea. He became a billionaire off of it. Elon Musk came out with Tesla, right? SpaceX, different type of stuff like that. He made billions off of it. Where you see millionaires and billionaires being created and maintaining their wealth, it came from an idea. That's where the money follows. Money follows ideas. They don't follow people who need money. Money follows ideas, people who understand how money works. They understand the laws that govern it. So, family, just wanted to put that into your ear. I hope you guys got it, right? What is money? Know it, understand it, study it, and apply it. And I promise you, it's going to send you down a great study. You're just going to start to learn so much of how money works, how people think about money, how people think about income, cash flow, different stuff like that. So wish you guys the best, right? And I will see you on the next episode. Let's get it. Yo, what up, Kingdom family? Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Listen, I want you to hit the block, hit up your job, hit up your family, your campus, your friends, whatever the case may be. Send them this episode. Let them know what we got going on. And I will see you guys on the next one. Let's get it.